Well, you're on the final game before the next international break. How good a game is this one for us to look forward to?
First of all, it's a local derby. They bring a lot of fans. We bring a lot of fans. Could be great if we could see that number, 20,000 fans at Ewood. Hopefully, it's a game we're looking forward to. We're in a good mood. The confidence is high in the building, and it's incredible. It's that high if you look at all those players who's injured. The nightmare of the injury list, but those players who's fit, they're doing everything for Rovers, and I must admit, they're great lads. I think the way they're coping with everything is extremely good.
How good a few weeks has it been for us? Performances and this block of games, we've had results to go with it as well.
Yeah, extremely good. Winning a lot of games, also away games with a lot of traveling. We shouldn't forget that last period, I think we have been traveling more than 2,000 miles. It's great to be able to win games, and I'm not complaining and using an excuse with all the injured players, but of course there's a pattern with that. That's just facts. We all know that. Can imagine if fans are traveling away to Norwich in the early morning. They're happy after a great performance, but they're also even tired in the body and heads. We all know that, and this, of course, when you're a football player and a modern, fluent way of playing football, or just a modern way of playing football, you use a lot of energy. So the only pattern I can see, for example, we of course analyze each injured player, but Ryan Hedges got injured after a long journey, Ipswich, hamstring. Joe Costello is now out, probably for 3 months, which I'm extremely disappointed with. After a long journey to Norwich as well. Not the best preparation, but there's of course something to do with the cut budget as well. That's facts.
How big a blow to lose Joe for that period of time, if it is to be 3 months?
Nah, to lose every player is a blow. First of all, for the player themselves, because they want to perform for Rovers, and we shouldn't forget, if you talk about Joe, he's of course been in excellent form and doing really well. So disappointed for him, for us, and of course also for our fans.
It's not just Joe, there's a number of them at the moment. It is quite a lengthy list that we've got. Is anybody likely to come back into contention, or just bring us up to speed with where we are with that injury list?
Now we have a lot of injured. Maybe I forget one or two. It's so long. We have Ryan Hedges is out. Pierce is out. Sam Gallagher is out. Sam Barnes is out. Joe is out now. Dom Hyam is out. We still have a couple of question marks regarding tomorrow's game. But the big blow is of course Joe here, the last one. What is really good is the red card for Scott. That's really nice that Scott is able to play. So we are positive about that. And after being traveling a lot and also performing like we did against Norwich, I think the lads were excellent. If you've been playing with 11 man, I think it would be our biggest victory in the league so far. But after, when we went to 10, I thought it was a masterclass in dedication, discipline, and spirit. So really impressed with the guys who's fit at the moment.
I think with Scott, you felt at the time that there was a case for it to be overturned. How pleased are you, given the issues with Dom and Hayden, obviously centre half, that he is available, but also how big a chance is this now for Scott in the league particularly?
That's true, of course. Hayden is injured and Dom is injured as well, and this of course disappointed for those, but for Scott, he's been waiting for his chance. So I think for Scott, first of all, after Norwich, he was really pleased with his teammates, because when you got out to 10 men, it could be my mistake and my fault that you can lose a game, but the players did that really well, and then now is a good opportunity to grab the chance for Scott.
Is it the same as the others have had? I think of James Hill getting a chance a few weeks ago. If you come into the team and perform, then you can really lay down a marker going forward, can't you?
For sure. In the end of the day, we all looking to the performance on the training ground and also in matches. And James is of course been playing as a right fullback and in the build-up as a central defender. And the last couple of games he's playing as a central defender, he's doing really well.
With the international break coming up, are there any of those guys that you mentioned likely to come into contention straight after the break? Do you know?
Hopefully we will get a couple of players back. I think Hayden will probably be back. Ryan will be out for a long time still, and of course Dom. We will get a little bit more information about Dom today. I don't know those information yet, but I'm really curious with Dom as well how long time it's going to take.
Yeah, how big a concern? Dom's been so consistent, hasn't he, since he walked through the door. To be without him for any period of time is obviously a loss as well.
Yeah, he's a leader and he's a warrior and a very good defender. But that's also why I'm so impressive with the lads who's actually not injured, who's playing at the moment, how they've been able to cope with the situation and getting result and also playing some lovely football.
How big an incentive for is it not just to beat Preston, but if we do beat them, then we go above them into the table, and at least for the time being, we go into the top 6 as well. Is that an extra little incentive for us to get the win on Friday?
Yeah, for me not. For me, it's first of all about following the game plan, doing all the concrete right things, which the boys have been really doing well here. And if you do that well, then the chance of winning the game are increasing extremely much. But it's of course always very nice to win a game against a local derby when there's a lot of fans, and also just before a break. Then it's a little bit more relaxing to go on that break because we want to win every game. Sometimes we are winning those games and sometimes we are losing those games. But if overall this season, I think the performance has been really good. If you look at some of the games we lost, yeah, we should have won those games. But that's football, isn't it? There's a small margin who can change games, and small situations who can change games. But a game, a local derby, where we want to get a great result and a great performance tomorrow.
You mentioned that you're not particularly bothered about beating Preston to go above them in the table and go top 6. At what stage do you start to look at the standings in the table, Jon?
Yeah, not when there's more than a half of the games to play. Because there will be plenty of great moments, there will be plenty of downs moments as well during the season, and also in the upcoming games, because that's football, especially in this great league, because all the teams are able to cope with intensity, have big squads where you need big squads. But hopefully we can keep on progressing like we've been doing the last 18 months, and then I'm sure that if this team keep on doing the right things, they will be even better in the end of this year.